looking at this hurt, right? So the first thing that this person's going to try and do, what they should be trying to do, is keep your arm that you want to make a frame out of, yeah, outside of that hole there, yeah, right? So just close it up, like this, like that, right? So there's two ways you can do this. One is, yeah, you can lift your hips up and move your body and pull it in, like that. Or you can push your elbow on it and stretch your shoulder away from them by doing that, yeah? And then that makes the space to put your elbow on. So you can do one or two things, right? You can lift your hips up, move your hips, that'll make an angle so you can put your hand in. Or, like this, if for whatever reason you can't do that, you can move away, because using my elbow to push on his leg makes my shoulder push into his shoulder. Yeah, like this, which makes the room for my elbow to go in. I don't like to put my elbow super deep like that, because now it loses all its power. I like to have close to my elbow against this hip bone, so it's bone on bone like that. Yeah? This arm, my preferred place for this hand is in one of his armpits. So either under here or under here. Yeah? Because then he can't attack it. Anything that's inside his shoulders, he can attack. Yeah? And we're going to be doing side control attacks this week. Right? So a good way to avoid this hand being submitted, yeah? Personally, I always keep mine down here, or try to, like that. Yeah? It's not 100% safe, but it's safe-ish. It's not between the shoulders at the moment. And it's going to require him to move to try and get it. Yeah? So offense is more difficult than defense. Because for him to attack my arm, he needs to do like 4 moves, all correctly for that to happen. For me to defend, I only have to do 1. Yeah? Right? Okay, so he has to get all the dominoes falling in order, and I just need to pull 1 domino out. Does that make sense? Because you should know his submission sequence, right? Yeah? So all you have to do is stop the sequence. Yeah? Because it is a sequence, it's not 1 move. The same as what we just did the armbar, then it's a series of like 4 or 5 moves. So if you stop one of those moves, you stop the whole armbar. Whereas for him, he has to get 4 or 5 moves all correct in the right sequence pretty much to be able to make it work. So defense to a large degree is easier, right? That's why in boxing a lot of guys, or MMA and striking, guys will choose to be a counter fighter, because it's almost like cheating. Because you ask the other guy to expose himself first and then you respond. Yeah, you don't take the risk of trying to hit him. You wait for him to try and hit you, which involves moving his hand away from his head, and then you can hit him. So it's like cheating. Yeah. So the preferred place for this hand is in the armpit or in this armpit here, so it's safer. But more often than not, you'll get caught with your arm on this side, which is not too bad, right? Better would be here, like this. Yeah. Again, old school, they used to hide their hands very low, keep their elbows very, very low. Yeah, like this. But I tend to prefer having my elbows a little bit higher. Yeah. So that when I'm here like this, if he tries to pressure my head, he can't really, because it's so uncomfortable on his face, and I've got such good control of his hip that there's no real pressure on my head. Right? If you find yourself with your arm on this side, here like this, then you can pressure your head, your throat like that, but you can respond with your whole body. Yeah? Like that. So when people get stuck with a lot of pressure here like this, it's because they're not using their legs properly. Yeah? So my legs, the way they're sitting here, are designed to go this way. Yeah? In line with my body. See, my feet are in line with my body, so but his pressure is not coming on this plane. His pressure is coming from this side. So I need something to counteract the pressure from this side. Hence why the foot steps outside the hip, like this, and pushes into the shoulder. So when I'm here now, he pushes pressure on my... It's very hard for him, because it's on my arm, it's my foot driving into my shoulder, Because I'm in the same position as him, just upside down. Yeah? Right? Okay, so hug me with your right hand and we'll turn over. See? We're in the same position. Yeah? So I'm just going to do to him what I would do. Exactly. We're in a symmetrical position. Yeah? But people don't use the floor properly. Yeah, they lift their legs in the air, they don't have their legs on the right angle. So understanding that you are in a strong position from underneath.